Lewis here with Pickleball Pursuit, and today we'll be taking a look at the Bantam TKO-CX paddles from PaddleTek. Everything we thought we knew about paddles' construction and their ability to produce power has changed with the introduction of the Bantam series from PaddleTek. Gen 3 paddles are currently all the rage. However, this Gen 1 paddle from PaddleTek, in my opinion, is a much better option and outperforms the Gen 3 paddles for a few reasons. The first being these paddles are Gen 1 construction, which means they're not going to have any issues with core corruption because they are cold pressed and there is no foam injected on the edges or anywhere throughout the paddle's core. Secondly, these paddles have scored the highest serve speed averages, beating the Gearbox Power Pro Elongated as well as the Yola Gen 3 paddles. These TKO-CX paddles are both more powerful than any paddle that I have had in my testing. With that being said, there is obviously some variances with the power and RPM testing, so please take that with a grain of salt. So how can these seemingly Gen 1 paddles be more powerful than all of the Gen 3 paddles that are currently on the market? Well, I think that's down to a couple things. The first being that there is a glass epoxy layer under the carbon fiber layer that is on these TKO-CX paddles. The fiberglass layer is definitely going to add a tremendous amount of power, pop, and responsiveness to your shots. Something that I'm uncertain of, but have a suspicion, is that they are using a proprietary core. This core in the Bantam series feels quite squishy and a little bit more spongy compared to other polypropylene cores. Because of this, I think this is giving it a little bit more feedback and response and power from the core itself and making these paddles even more powerful. Again, this is just speculation, but this is something I noticed immediately when first hitting the ball with these paddles. As expected, the 14.3mm paddle did outperform the 12.7mm paddle in terms of power testing. The pop on the 12.7mm paddle is going to be a little bit higher, but they are definitely both top tier in terms of pop. Because of this, you're definitely going to have a little bit of a challenge controlling your blocks from big drives as well as your resets from really good speed ups. So it's going to take quite a bit of time to dial these in. With that being said, I did not notice any issues with my dinks or my drops in terms of control. For paddles this powerful, it's important that they also have near top tier spin, and this paddle is nothing short of that. The TKO-CX paddles both produce exceptional spin just under that top tier category. Now what's most insane about these paddles is the swing weight and twist weight numbers that they get for being an elongated paddle with a 5.75 inch handle. The 14.3mm model came in at a swing weight of 124 and a twist weight of 7.04, which is absolutely insane and consistent with many standard and very stable hybrid shaped paddles. The 12.7mm model came in at 6.76. Now, just because these paddles have very high twist weights, don't expect their sweet spots to be the same size as a comparable twist weight on a 16mm hybrid shape or standard shape paddle. They're definitely going to still have a fairly tight and small sweet spot because of their small core sizes. They were able to achieve these very high twist weight numbers by implementing weights in the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock positions of the edge of these paddles. They're using steel beads and sometimes they do come loose, so if you have a paddle that has a little bit of a noise when you shake it, PaddleTek will happily replace that paddle because it is a manufacturing error. Now, who are these paddles for? I would say that the 12.7mm paddle is definitely going to be geared towards the 4.0 player, and the 14mm paddle is going to be geared towards the 3.5, probably 4.0 plus player as well, because they both have very high amounts of pop. Coming in at $207 after discount code, this is one of the few paddles that is over $200 that I can confidently and comfortably recommend. It's nothing short of spectacular that a Gen 1 paddle can perform and even potentially outperform the Gen 3 paddles in terms of power and pop. These TKO-CX paddles are definitely in contention for Paddle of the Year, and in my opinion are the top recommendation I can give you for power paddles. If you'd like to enter for a chance to win one of these paddles, all that you have to do is like and comment on this video, subscribe to Pickleball Pursuit, and fill out the Google form listed in the description below. The winner will be selected 4 weeks after this video has been uploaded and will be contacted directly via the email that you used to fill out the Google form. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more reviews in the future. I'm Lewis with Pickleball Pursuit, and until the next review, I'll see you soon.